It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. They'll set up to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. I also know this, in Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught by Judy. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. of the shotgun. They run with Barkley. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 72 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete. This defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Going up top. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second and 4. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Watch the run. Watch the run. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. You ain't doing nothing today.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 85. Watch 85. Watch 85. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third and 2, Watson sliding out of the pocket. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 12. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Six yards left on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 30. Five-yard line here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. First down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
113 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 84 yards. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Second and 5. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd down and inches. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Steps away to his left. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And got his man complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A run for Nick Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long.